Namaskar. The sixth IPCC report has been released earlier this year, and the report has essentially made three things very clear. First thing is that climate change is real. It is no longer a question of debate whether or not indeed climate change exists. Secondly, that climate change is also here at our doorstep. It is no longer happening in remote Antarctica or in some remote Pacific island. And the third and the most important thing that the IPCC report has made clear is that the time for climate action is now, if it was not a few years earlier. In this introductory, I would essentially be discussing upon Maharashtra's efforts at climate action, because efforts at climate action and efforts at reduction of air pollution are essentially the same, and they converge at some point in time. Because if we do climate action correctly, not only will we have clean air, clean water, but we would also have addressed the issue of global warming. The state of Maharashtra has recently established the Maharashtra Council for Climate Change, which is headed by the Chief Minister and which has the Deputy Chief Minister as its co chair. This we feel is very important because though the Department of Environment has been assigned with the task of addressing all the environmental concerns, it is actually several other departments that are important in working out the roadmap towards climate action. With this establishment of Maharashtra Council for Climate Change, the efforts and the actions of various key departments would converge and would converge towards a concentrated effort at climate action. I would further want to say that there are essentially three pillars of climate action, which are incidentally the same three pillars for reduction in air pollution. The first and the foremost is to reduce the greenhouse gases, and ultimately, all the countries are looking at a future which would be decarbonized future. In this, we are looking at five key verticals. The first vertical is to decarbonize our power sector. In the recently concluded COP26 summit at Glasgow, our Honorable Prime Minister has committed to the world that by the year 2070, India would have decarbonized its energy. But he has also assigned to all of us a very important intermediary step of ensuring that at least 50% of our energy requirements by 2030 are met with renewables. Now, this becomes a very, very important aspect when we are talking of air pollution. And I think all of us need to strive towards working out a roadmap which would ensure that by 2030, 50% of our energy requirement would be met through renewables, and in the context of India, more possibly with solar power. So the first vertical then was towards decarbonizing power. The second vertical, which is very important both for climate action as also for air pollution reduction, is the transport sector. What Maharashtra is looking at and was discussed as such at COP26 summit is that the future of transport has to be electric, it has to be common, it has to be public and shared and non motorized transport. In this context, Maharashtra has come up with a very comprehensive EV policy. Maharashtra is encouraging maximum EVs on its roads. And Maharashtra has also chalked out a plan whereby in the next 3 years, 50% of its public transport, that is public transport buses, would be essentially EVs. This will go in a very long way at reducing air pollution, and ultimately the energy which is required to energize these EVs would also have to be green energy. The third vertical, which is very important, is towards decarbonizing industry. We really need to work towards decarbonizing our industrial sectors. The fourth vertical is about sustainable agriculture. We all know how important that is because much of Delhi's haze and smog is because of certain unsustainable agricultural practices which are being played out nearby. And the fifth key vertical is about making our cities livable. Maharashtra is a highly urbanized state. It has about 50% of its population living in cities or essentially agglomerations. In this, Maharashtra has recently taken a very important step towards working out a carbon footprint or a greenhouse gas inventory of its 43 main cities, which are called the Amrut cities. Once the greenhouse gas inventory or the carbon footprint is worked out, then these 43 cities would also be working towards a roadmap to eventually decarbonize them to bring them to net neutrality or a net neutral carbon footprint. It is a tough task. It is a task which is going to require a lot of carbon finance, but it is also a task where we need to begin now. And Maharashtra has already begun in its pathway towards working out the carbon footprint. We feel that this will certainly make the cities more livable. Just as Maharashtra is focusing on reduction of the emissions, Maharashtra is also focusing towards increasing the carbon sequestration through the carbon sinks. In the context of reduction of emissions and increasing carbon sinks, last year we launched a very comprehensive program called the Majhi Vasundhara. Majhi Vasundhara works with the five elements of nature, which is the Bhumi, Vayu, Jal, Agni, and Akash. It works with all the urban and the rural local bodies. And the work done by urban and rural local bodies in the first year of Majhi Vasundhara has been significant. This is the second year of Majhi Vasundhara, wherein we hope to continue the work in the five aspects of Bhumi, Vayu, Jala, Agni, and Akash. The third pillar is the pillar of introducing sustainable lifestyles. This is very important, whether it is climate action or whether it is air pollution. We cannot just expect that the state government or the industry sector or the transport sector will ensure reduction of air pollution for us. I believe very strongly that each of us has to introduce at least one sustainable lifestyle change, which will make the whole issue of sustainability very, very easy to manage in the future. With this aspect, on the 1st of January earlier this year, we had introduced the Majhi Vasundhara Earth Pledge, where citizens were encouraged to take at least one green pledge. I feel happy to share that about 1.5 crore people had taken this Earth Pledge through the year, and they are keeping us updated as to how they are living with the one Earth Green Pledge that they had taken. We have also come up with a Majhi Vasundhara green curriculum, which will introduce green, eco-friendly and sustainable habits in the kids, and it will also take children close to the nature and will bring nature close to children. These then are the various aspects which we need to look at when we are talking about battling air pollution. Air pollution it's a complex web of these essential five sectors that I mentioned, the sectors of energy, transport, industry, agriculture, and urban life. And if we introduce sustainable practices in these 5 sectors, if we have a roadmap towards decarbonizing these sectors and making them sustainable, I feel that in the future, hopefully in the very near future, we would have effectively addressed the problem of air pollution, which is such a key problem towards the health and happiness of all of us. Thank you so much.